Hello and welcome, my name is Gio from Switchrpg.com. We are playing Divinity Original Sin 2 on the Nintendo Switch. I can't believe I'm saying that. Let's get off of this tutorial deck right now. Here we are. This is the area I was thinking.
In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
Alright, let's head off this way. You know what? I'm just going to read the tome. Alright, so we're basically off, not Noob Island, tutorial deck island, I guess. So we're going to end up in a little bit of a battle here. Hopefully it's not so bad. Let's get all the stuff we can. Silencing the source. Is this the one I just read? Yeah, it is. Alright. And with books, if you guys would like me to read them, let me know. I generally won't read them. What I'll do is I'll select read, and I'll see if sometimes it'll give you some stuff. So I'll do that sort of stuff, but I am not reading all these books. It's just way too much, unless it's really something specific to the story. We're gonna get a bucket helmet because it's armor. You know, it's something. We'll get that lid as well. Anything in the bottle rack. We're gonna get all these potion bottles because, you know, we can create potions at some point. We're gonna steal that as well. I really hope this is gonna be voice acted, because for some reason it's not.
Did the murderer take him into this room?
Tactical camera. Actually, don't want to do tactical camera mode. I'm trying to remember. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to remember how to sneak. So let's get out of tactical camera, which is the D-pad up. But sneaking is very useful, so we'll be using that quite a bit. Let's get into this here. And you know what? While I'm here, let's put some equipment on. So we have. Oh, I thought we could use a pot. Alright, but we can use this. So it does decrease our initiative. Obviously, we have a bucket on our head. Not the most... not the best thing we could do, but it's physical armor. It is physical armor.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Wait. Kind of heard her talking, but I think she's just kind of... Man, this is too bad. Alright, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest. And he's that chap in charge of the logs. Alright, here's where the tags in character creation come into effect. You'll find them on the other side of the deck in the officers' quarters. Alright, so we can mention there was a little accident. Nope. And there we are. We are noble, so we get to use this tag. Now that you're up, you'd like to bathe and dine. Tell her to ring for the servants. Ha ha ha, dear. I'm afraid you're I'm afraid you're long way from home, my lady. A long way from the little bells that make you a footman. Come a-running. Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses for a moment, giving you a scrutinizing gander. My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'll make sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely, eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we are en route to Fort Joy, which is Noob Island. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to source for good. You pulled the thing around your neck. I'm not going to demand. Alright, let's just take our leave. We're not... Oh, let's check out the map. Here we go. The map. There's really nothing much to it right now. Alright, let's go here. Oh, look. Good gods.
There's been a murder here.
Take a peek. Hey, what's going on here? Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happens under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwolf can follow the source that did this. Informed that she wasn't this man's protector. She was his captor. Finn didn't like to see that. He was desperate for all of us to help him. Two things that scared the living daylights out of him: his own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of, she looks up at you with a mirthless smile. I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship, unless you can commit a murder in your sleep, of course. Yeah, that's a trick we haven't mastered. I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of the uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw you shiny gold for you. How about that? Alright, yeah, I'll let you know. Actually, one thing we should have done is I don't think we looted the body of the guard that was down there. Let's go do that. I don't know why I didn't do that. Let's head back. Come on. Speed demon, slow down. I really thought there was something like... Alright, here he is. Laboratory key. So, yeah, I probably could have saved on that poison. That's all he had. I love this bucket head. Reminds me of a... what do we got here? Nothing. It reminds me of the musician Buckethead. If you guys haven't heard of Buckethead, do yourselves a favor if you're into music at all, and go watch Buckethead. Extremely talented guitarist. Alright, let's go. Can I get in here? Yes, I can. We're not going to go up quite yet. Let's go do some research. There's our bedroll. We're definitely going to want a bedroll. Use it to heal and rest your party. Like I've said before, bedroll is going to be our bread and butter for heals. I don't ever remember it being in the game this early. But, hey, there it is. Maybe I just always missed it. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Alright, mug of water, pear, food. Cool. And there is a limit as to what you carry. I believe it's based off of your strength, like most of those are. Let's take a peek here. Whoops. Gold. So, here, our origin characters. We come into them. Greasy key, another pocket knife. Can't reach it. We'll take this. Let's look at the journal. We're going to read. Oh, I can't reach it. It's in the other room. There we go. Is this one? No, I can't get into there. I could probably lock it. Let's close the door. Lockpick it. Poison bottle. Mashed potatoes. Alright, let's go into here. Can we read it now? This tome contains no text. Instead, sketches of dragons filled every page. The artist is hardly talented, clearly enthusiastic. Great. I don't want to use that.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
Oh, there we go. So we learned some new recipes. Anything in these items here? Garlic, so we can cook. What's in the barrel? Anything good? Nothing.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
I guess we could go in there. No, we can't. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here.
Ask what you must.
Again, here are some of the origin characters. I talk to you. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sob story somewhere else. Alright, whatever.
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall
Here is
hold my
Beast.
head.
Oh man, it doesn't have. I can't do it. They don't have their voices.
Put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
It's so bad. I'm gonna miss that so much. I'm gonna have to talk to Larian about that and see what else they got.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
They like have to have that, right? There's Fane. Here to register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister William is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far? Yeah, I've been fine. Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Okay, cool. Let's head in here
Those bolts trained on her.
and get
If she
ready.
tries to...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she is being interrogated by an officer. So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fellow. Yes, I did. But of course that was only the beginning. She turns her head and looks at you straight in the eye. There are others whose lives must end. Good gods! The woman's mad. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan? We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her hands and feet. I'm going to address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant about that. It means your journey It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for the finale, though, because she reaches for her collar and simply removes it. I'm just about to create a scene. Subdue her! Men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all. She smiles with wicked satisfaction. Precisely. And we fight. But she uses Source Blast.
What?
There I am.
What happened?
What has happened is right. Oh my god. The entire ship. The entire ship is in trouble. Let's see here. Let's see what we can do. Beast! The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stuck, still. You can't see if he's living or dead. Hold your head to his chest. Let's listen. You hear a faint thud, 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 thud. He's alive, but only just. Can I wake him? No, he's... Oh, wow. She is, like, dead. She won't be needing these. Very good. What about you? He lies motionless. Let's shake him. Doesn't register at all. Alright. Let's, I don't think I can pickpocket these guys, can I? No. And I'm not attacking them. That is not something I'm into doing. But we can take a look at these guys. There was someone else here. Nothing. How do they have nothing? We didn't get to make it down here, so let's do that. And you. What do you got? The magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound. I want to take a look at the ancient book. Oh, we're taking the gold cup. For sure. We could sell that. Alright. There we go. Let's steal that. Some crimes, like murdering or stealing, leave a crime scene, even if nobody saw you commit it. Alright, we did get some shoes. Let's put those shoes on. And actually, I want to see... I don't think I've ever stolen this book. Let's read it. The Source King, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Nothing really valuable in there other than... Yeah, we'll definitely sell it. Let's go back and see if there's anything else we can take from the bodies left behind from the Source Blast. There's also stairs here. Alright, let's take a peek. Massiona, monies. Egret, nothing. William, monies. Yeah, we're not taking that stuff. Nothing. Anything here? No, 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 no. Nothing. Really? There we go. So we got a shiv, a sharp stick. We got a shield. Nice. And having that shield gives us an ability. Shields up. I want to use these stairs here. So let's head on over there. Before I do that, bedroll. Always want to have that bedroll. Seems like it's cheating, but
Hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
yeah. For some reason, I thought we could go up there. I guess not. So we're going up. I wonder what will be there. Troubled waters. Alright, we will want to get in there. Also want to go here.
Damn! That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Alright, let's make sure I'm using the best equipment. So this does 3 to 4. Hang on. So I got a pocket knife. There's the shiv. Compare. Okay, there we go. Same stuff. Sharp stone. A little bit. I think we're going to keep the shiv here. So let's attack the door. Keep going. This is going to be a while. Thank the gods by the divine grace. What was... He eyes the collar circling around your neck and reaches his hand towards the blade. Another sorcerer. The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you. Motions to... Yeah, let's motion to the destruction everywhere. Like you don't know. Mutiny. Did that witch fix that collar too? He whispers loudly to the other Magisters. Don't just cower there. Rix, take out your blade. Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in rhythm with his trembling hand. Tell the Magistress Cywin is injured. She asked that you go help. Yeah, let's do that. Ah! No good. The Magisters look at each other, then back at you, and unsheathe their blades with a metallic zing. Your lies end here. Fight. You jerk. So, that got rid of all my physical armor. I have, like, no physical armor. Alright, can we head back here? Please. And backstab this gentleman. So that removed some of his physical armor. Now, a lot of my skills are blocked by either physical armor or magic armor. So let's take a peek. So resisted by physical armor, the battering ram. Crippling blow is as well resisted by physical armor. Most of these are resisted. So we'll try this. There we go. And you're gonna die today. Oy! That's gonna hurt. Oh man. What? 3 attacks? Are you freaking kidding me? Alright, so let's get behind them. And we're actually going to use a health potion. And then... Yeah, I don't have many skills right now. We're going to use this anyway. Nope, no, we're not. We're just going to regular attack. Just like with cycling through items, you can use the left and right bumpers, or L and R buttons, to cycle through enemies, which is very helpful, because sometimes what will happen is that you'll think you'll be on an enemy and you're not. So I always like to make sure by doing this, by using that button. This should kill him. Oh, no, now you did. Alright, cool. So he's dead. That should get us out of combat, right? Yeah. So let's loot these guys. Just gold. Why can't I take their weapons? Alright, let's just read. I'm not going to read those. Can I get in here? Shabby letter. Nothing. Alright, what do you got for books? Nothing good. Oh, we're going the other side now. Alright, resurrection scroll. That's helpful. Not right now, because we can't resurrect ourselves. But it will be. You found the magic scroll? Yes, we already had a magic scroll. And they are obviously one-time use only. I just picked it up. Ooh, what do we got in here? Knocked on arrow. Okay. I appreciate it. We're not going to be using it, but I appreciate it. Sometimes it's good to have a ranged weapon. And we'll be doing range as a as a battle mage. We'll be doing that. I do want to do something before I forget. I want to get my magic armor back. Oh, I don't have any magic armor. My bad.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Long branch, sure. Oil flask, don't mind if I do. So we can create some of our own hazards with oil flask, poison flask, things of that nature. You can just throw them. There's my first bow. Yeah, and I don't plan on you being a ranged character, but we have it nonetheless. Did I gain any new equipment? No. My feet are fine. This is the same, right? Oh no! Look at that. We're progressing. Nothing there. Let's head up here. Hello, sir. Just money.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
Alright, now I'm gonna try this. I don't know. Can I attack this? Oh no, it's not possible. There is a right way to get in there. I might be able to find the key for it.
Gods damn it! Need to get off
Yeah,
this wreck, and quick!
It's really interesting what happens in there. We'll see if I can get there. I don't want to say too much before I do that. Alright, let's go this way. A little burn. There we go. Skull mark kit. Deathfog barrels. And that is what I'm talking about. We'll go in there in a second. Hey. You pass through the door, suddenly face to face with an undead. So this is Fane. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, no. No, don't sit. He's sitting on it. Please, my time is short, although yours, I gather, is infinitely shorter. Oh, no. I'm not sure. I should not have done that. I just kind of went through it real quick. Can I just use... Oh, here we go. Can I just attack this? No, I think he wanted to get out. Nope. I don't recall what he wants, to be honest. Alright. Let's try this. The marking on the door was painted recently, judging by its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is, a warning of Deathfog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply gray. The color drains from your hands, and you are left numb. Let's go. It doesn't budge. Let's use the key.
Something's breaking through.
All right.
What the hell are those? I need to get out of here now.
All right. So sometimes you can get the items that are in there, but I don't think we're gonna go. This Deathfog can instantly kill you. We're not gonna go in there. But sometimes you can actually make it in there and get the Deathfog, and it'll actually help you tremendously in a boss battle at the end of New Island. But like I said, we're not going in there. If you act fast enough, sometimes you can get it, but I didn't. Anyway, let's move on. Got a lot of gold. Got a weapon too, didn't we? How's that weapon? Scales with strength. Now, I do like their backstab crit chance, so we're not gonna change that right now. Money, 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 money. All right, let's get the heck out of here.
Oh God, I need to get off this ship.
You're dead. So here are some of the void wolfen. They're rather a pain in the rear. Let's get behind you and kill you. No. Okay, you're not listening. Now I'm gonna end my turn there. Now I'm no longer backstabbing you, son of a... Alright, highlight an enemy and press X to examine. If you have more points in lore master, reveals some information about your target. Understood. We're not going to do that right now. I want to get here. 2 AP. Backstab. There we go. Crit. Oh, you're not dead. Alright, we're going to have to heal again, I think. Nope, you didn't go. So let's kill you. I can actually avoid this combat altogether, which I think is what I'm going to do. Let's get the heck out of here. Quit killing yourself. Oh, you got to, you jerk. Alright. You know what? I changed my mind. I have the right to change my mind. No. See? That's why you need to use the L and R buttons. Sometimes you just miss. For whatever reason, you're not quite on there. And then we rest. Get everything back. Pick that up. I thought I was gonna need it.
That means there's still a top.
Lifeboat. Yes. Let's get the heck out of here. Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarves first. Just like the old stories say. The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes. To no avail. You said there were other people down there. We need to help them. You see those tentacles, kid? It's time we're getting the hell out of here. Now, we have a few options. We could go and rescue everyone. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. Call the dwarf a yellow-bellied coward. You'll return to the lower deck and check for survivors. This ship trembles beneath your feet, but the kid's right. Say you'll go back for the lower deck. Nope, nope, nope. Tell the kid is right. You just came to the lower deck and you're not going back down. Tell the kid Gil is right. No, we're just going to release from the mechanism, forget the others, and just get the hell out of here. But wait! There's still other people down there. Yeah, no. We're getting the heck out of here. Let's go.
I have plans for you, child. Rise. Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
All right, we'll get a little bit into the story here on Fort Joy, and then we will call it an episode. I think for the most part, I've given a good taste of what's to come. But Fort Joy is Noob Island. We'll get a lot more into detail, and I can't wait to get into it. I do, though. We'll have to see if it changes. I am missing the voice acting. I really am.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive.
Alright, so here we are on Fort Joy. We've crashed. Our ship is no longer. Alright, sight range indicated. There are enemies ahead. Try sneaking around them by pressing down. If you walk into their sight range, you will be spotted and combat will start. Alright, so sight range is really easy to see. Once you go into sneaking, you can kind of see whatever is red will be their sight range. So we're not going there yet. So we're actually going to go around this way. Waypoints. You've discovered our waypoint. Fleeing combat allows you to try escape to any discovered waypoint. You can also quickly travel between waypoints. Understood. So to do that, you would just click that and travel to it. So you go to the map by pushing minus, and there you are. So here it is.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
Talk to this little boy here. The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes and his chin. The crown of his head, he spots you, and his arms snap to his side. I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Tell the kid to keep to himself then. Ask him why not. And what has he heard about your kind? Well, elves eat people and their pets. Elves don't know the alphabet. I could chuckle, tell him what he's heard is mostly wrong. You'd never eat a pet, and you'd only eat a person if they ask you to. Smile and say, you know your kind are considered cannibals, but you didn't know illiterate. No, I didn't know they were illiterate either. Yeah, let's chant an elvish song. Hey, that isn't true. Humans are smart. Some of us, I think. Tell them elves are quite nice and don't eat pets. Okay, I believe you. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here? No. I'm not, but, say you must be or you wouldn't be here. Ask if he thinks you look like a sorcerer. Say you are. By the looks of that collar on, so is he. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching his face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again. I don't see any source on you, or me. I guess they're wrong, or crazy. Tell them they may well be wrong and crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave this island, and it's not nicer out here than inside. They're gone now. The magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. I'm gonna say it isn't safe out here. Your ship was attacked by Voidwoken, not far off the shore, but you didn't die. There we go. survive by the skin of my teeth. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see. Why don't you seem scared? I guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. This kid has seen some stuff. I think I actually have to go around and sneak, because I don't know that I can get through here now. Alright, we'll get to this first battle here. And then we'll have to call it an episode. And then... Actually, I could probably avoid this battle. And then see what Fort Joy has to bring us. So, there are enemies up ahead. We can see them on our mini-map.
Woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
You're supposed to be trying to sneak. There is blood on the ground there. Alright, cool. What do we got here? About crafting. A word of advice to your badly armed. Tie your knife to a shiv. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, we learned some recipes. Those can be useful. Pet Pal. You can't understand what this animal is trying to say. If you had Pet Pal talent, you could have a meaningful conversation. So, really cool. Adds a very different dynamic. You can actually talk to animals if you have that talent. Sir Laura. He will follow us around. Pick up some shells. I like to sell the shells. They're very lightweight. And you can get a lot of them. You know, they're not crazy money, but... here you are. That's a big shell. The Red Prince. You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Never before have you seen a lizard such as this. I actually want the Red Prince to kind of help us out, so we're going to greet him with a pretty phrase. You're pleased to make his acquaintance. The lizard turns about with the grateful ease of a dancer or duelist. You lock eyes with his two smoldering embers that sizzle your very soul. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Are you? I see your short-term memory fails you. Oh boy. Why? Only a few hours ago I saw your skulk about that ship, like a lost child in search of his mother. But you weren't a lost child, were you? You weren't innocent at all. Word has reached me, you see, through a very sour grapevine indeed, that you turned your back on your fellow passengers, left us to fend for ourselves. So much easier, isn't it, to look out for oneself alone? Apologize, it was just nuts. Sorry is a word for the weak. Stand by your actions. They were actually entirely justified as far as I'm concerned. Besides, I wasn't fishing for an apology. I was merely making a point about oneself alone. So if there's nothing further... yeah, what are you doing standing on the rock? I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had a thought of quite self-evident. I was gazing out over the waves. Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over the ocean? I see memories of childhood days spent in the sun. Memories, quite so. He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts. As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities and shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon. I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean by lost? What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost. Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with an utter incredulity. Well, don't just stand there gawking at me like an ape at an abacus. But do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? No, not a clue. Oh, may the seven have mercy on your own creation. I am the Red Prince, the all-conqueror, the world-tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me. There's a brief moment of pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates over ever so slightly. That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry, for the throne I was destined will be, and my throne I shall have. Goodness! Yes, come with me. Truly, a kind offer indeed, even if it comes from the very person that left me and the others to rot on a sinking ship. You do look able, though, despite your selfish tendencies to which I'm no stranger, truth be told. Fine, I accept, on one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Sure, we'll find this mystic. So now that's settled, first things first. Even if you are versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of a blade myself, but I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, subterfuge. What do you say? So this is actually where you could... Whoa, my goodness. This is actually where you could change how he fights. I'm going to keep him as a fighter, but you can actually have some martial experience. You can change him into magic if you actually... Full magic if you wanted to, but I'm going to keep him... Yeah, as a fighter. Very well, onwards then. To victory or death. The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt. Now, as you are aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or, if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it that you pick up the rest as we go. So without further ado, let us be off. Alright, so switching party members is actually very easy. Splitting, oh yes, and also we could split the party members where I could go do one thing and have the Red Prince go completely the opposite direction doing something else, or we can kind of sneak around things. It's actually really interesting to what you can do. So here we are, we're splitting, switching between characters. Very, very easy. Holding the ZR button, or ZL button, and going at it that way. So let's pick up these shells here. So we pick up the Red Prince, still on Fort Joy. We will make ourselves... We'll get in there and discover more of what Fort Joy has to offer. But for right now, this episode is a little long, so I will end it today with our newest member following us. So don't forget to catch episode 3 soon. Better believe it. And I'll see you then. Goodbye.